Hi there, my name is Charles Jackson. I'll be your instructor this term for Stars and Galaxies, A105. As I highlight through these items in Canvas, hopefully you're familiar with this. These are all items that you'll be interacting with throughout the term. There's also larger scope organizational items on the farther left of your screen here that you can see. One of the things that helps students stay organized in the course so they don't miss deadlines is something called Canvas Calendar. And more than likely, most of you have had a background in online learning before. If this is your first course, this is a wonderful tool to keep pace. Sometimes your first online course is a bit despair in as far as not knowing what to do or keeping pace or missing deadlines. So there's several tools in the course that will help keep organized. The one that's used most regular because of its flexibility is a calendar. The one that gets good reviews that students really like is something called the Course Pacing Guide. This is something that I've put together to facilitate your ability to understand when things are due so that you don't miss any deadlines. So essentially, the entire course is at a glance as you go throughout these things. So when you look at the items, like the session one, you can see everything that's due within this item set. And you can scan through all course items that are due, and I recommend printing this out or saving it so that you have all of these things and you know exactly when the course items that's going to construct your grade will be due. And then with that in mind, we won't extend our deadlines. So an extension request is going to be denied because we have the whole course at a glance right here. So anything that's upcoming that's a conflict of time can easily be sidestepped because you can work ahead a little bit. You can avoid these types of things. Of course, in a dire emergency where we would have verification from emergency room or physician statement, we would work around those emergencies that are unseen. But anything that's planned, we can certainly work around. So extension request would be definitely not necessary in a course like this. Another area where we might need to communicate is if you have questions. If you need to communicate with me directly, please use inbox or use your IU email. That'll be the way that you receive communications and the way that I receive communications the most quickly. So you'll get a response from me more quickly by using email. There is within the syllabus a phone number that you can send text or voice information to. If you would like to do so, you may. However, the response will be delayed. I will receive those communications more infrequently. So if you want the quickest reply, please use email. Now, one of the things that you might have noticed, like with item 6 in week 1, is the registration with Mastering Astronomy comment. There is a second learning management system, very easy to use, that I'll ask you to work with this term, and that's because that's how we will practice with astronomy. It becomes relatively bland if we don't practice with what we're learning, and to do so in an online course is difficult because we don't have face-to-face meetings. However, when we use a tool like Pearson's Mastering Astronomy, and at a pace of once per week, we can practice with the astronomy things we're learning. So once you log in and register with Mastering Astronomy, you will have login information that's in the syllabus and also in announcements. You can copy and paste to. Very simple. You will enter that Mastering Astronomy system and you will see within your course items at a pace of once per week, you will see assignments that need to be done. After about 25% of the course, and then after about 70% of the course and nearly 100% of the course, you will have a larger comprehensive check of your content. And that's worded as lab. It's not a formal lab. It's just a greater application in a practical sense of the astronomy that we've been working with. So whenever we look at these concepts, one of the things that's important to cultivate a higher understanding of is working with the astronomy, opposed to just looking at general definitions and content. So hopefully that will reveal a greater understanding of stars and galaxies with you. It's an absolutely fantastic time to study those because we have so many unbelievable missions that are taking place or just about to launch as the economy has hopefully reached a more stable point because it affects our missions economically. So I look forward to studying those amazing processes. And if you have any questions, by all means, let me know. Thank you.